Okay, so I covered CEO. Basically, that it only has CEO business. That's not the biker stuff and whatnot. There's only certain things tied to the CEO stuff. Then you got the MC, which is for bikers and things of that nature. Um, like the weed farm, the counterfeit farm, and that in game. Cover that pretty quickly. So there's difference between the CEO if you're new to the game, that's for you. You're not new to the game unless you've been playing the game and you didn't know that for years. But I highly doubt that's unlikely. Um, but the hangar, I covered that in my last video on this about how there's the warehouse in the hangar, which makes you money, but it takes about 2 to 3 minutes per, depending on what you're putting in, like stuff. But in the hangar, you get like 50% in each category, and it can build up like a lot of money. I already have like 2 million built into it before from selling. Um, but that takes a lot of time to build up by yourself because it's 2025. You're not gonna barely find anybody to help you out, and they're gonna expect like a whole bunch of freaking like 50% or more if they never helped you out with that stuff and they didn't get paid from that and whatnot. But if they just jump on a heist, but that's a whole different story. But like I said, the hangar, you still got that and you can make money, but yeah, it's going to take weeks upon months, maybe over a year to constantly do that all the time because it takes a lot of time, including when you have to go out and pay rent and all that stuff and have a regular life because you still got to go out and eat, make food, go to the bathroom. You got to factor all this stuff into these things, which no other video covers. That you really have to cover that into video. That you still got to go to the bathroom like a rare person. Um, you still got to eat. If you have a girlfriend, you still got to go have time with them. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying you still got to factor all these other factors in and whatnot. Or if you have a wife, you still got to do that. Yes, I get about gaming because I've been a gamer my whole life and that, but you still got to factor that stuff in too. Uh, Not every girlfriend is the same, not every wife is the same. My girlfriend, on the other hand, as long as I give her a little bit of attention, she'll still let me play games and doesn't nag me about it. As long as we get stuff done in real life, bills, foods, things of that nature. Um, get my sleep in because she cares about me. Um, like a lot of people do usually, unless they really are just pretending to care about each other. But regardless of that, um, you still got to factor in real life stuff into these videos because they don't do that. They don't factor in the time it takes between real life where you have to do your job or other stuff, which can make this take years. They never factor that in any videos, basically. So once you get that factor in, if you like this type of stuff where it's brutally honest and doesn't sugarcoat stuff and doesn't leave stuff out like this, please put something in the comments, comment, and share, repost, and whatnot. Okay, so back on the bunker, like I said, you still got research to do, which everybody understands what word research is. Um, which I hope they do. Anyways, so research on the area, you research the stuff on the weapons and armor and stuff of the vehicle, which you unlock by doing you can do one of two things for this, and this is in every business. You could either like especially the forgery and everything, you could either pay the AI to pick the stuff up for you, or you can go get the retrieve the stuff for yourself, even though I think it should just be automatic. I don't know who will agree with me. I'm probably gonna make another video about this where I'm gonna put like GTA or something like that up again online and then talk about this. That's what I'm gonna do in my other videos once I cover all these particular things. But uh, please like, comment, share. If you also agree, comment about it. If you disagree, please put that in the comments if you can. Um, like I said, please like, comment, and share so this gets out more. Please check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you can. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, the bunker is easy with research. You do that, and then you pick up the stuff for that um bunker, the weapons and whatnot. Bring it back to the thing. I'd suggest getting the Sparrow or the Oppressor, even though you're going to have so many missiles on the Oppressor Mark II. Same with the Deluxo. The only one that doesn't have like nerfed is the tanks and some other stuff that's unlimited bullets on that stuff. Um, Mice, whatever weapons and vehicles are nerfed by the in-game experience because Rockstar nerfed a lot of stuff because of grievers and whatnot. I think these should just be locked to like mice driving them around, but like the weapons parts of the vehicles should be locked only to the missions and heists, and that and you can't use it outside of that. I think that's what it should be, minus the cop cars, but they're or have a limit and lock them where they can't do anything by shooting or anything after a certain amount of period every single day. There should be like a limit on that so you can finally start making money on like businesses or other stuff instead of worrying about somebody blowing up your vehicle or taking or shooting you through a vehicle and somehow getting you out of the vehicle so they can steal it and take it back to their business. And that's so you don't make any money, so you get frustrated and you have to buy shark cards and become a mod account or glitch your way through shit. And if you agree with me, go Rockstar and help me tell them that because this is getting a little ridiculous. They should nerf these people because not everybody wants to wake up and fight every day. If I want to do that, I'll go Call of Duty or, even though I'm not a big fan of Fortnite, I'll go Fortnite or something like that if I'm going to do that. Or I'll just go to another game where it has story mode where I can just constantly fight stuff all day long, minus GTA, because if it doesn't require making money in the game, I'll just go to like Tom Clancy story mode or somewhere that requires a lot of shooting and whatnot in the game. That's where I'll go. But this whole PvP is overrated. Not everybody wants to wake up and fight God mode or hackers every day in PvP. It just kills the game. I know I can't be the only one that has that problem. But the bunker's easy. You just research and then pick up the stuff, deliver it. The best thing to get for that is the pounder truck, which has the nose on it once you get that unlocked. Buy that for the bunker, and then you could just deliver that by yourself in a timely manner. Yes, the other vehicles suck. You're not going to deliver all those other vehicles for the bunker. The biker stuff is easy. You can just do that by yourself too. It has like certain little tiny heists, and that's easy. I really shouldn't have really explained that one because it's really easy. All you do is do what the mission says, like take LS, the Los Santos bikers out and whatnot, the Lost Bikers type thing. Import export is basically you pick up vehicles, take it to there, and then you have the vehicle, and then you get the vehicle there, and then you go to the computer. When you have the warehouse for it, you basically get on the computer and you pick a vehicle and you deliver it. Yes, there are going to be AI things coming and shoot you. It'll lower the vehicle price down. Unless you have a friend that you can rely on that can help you get through that and make sure you don't get shot a lot and don't lose a lot of money so you can get it to the buyer and make your money that way. That covers everything. These are easy. It just, it's cool to have a friend, but you're going